Good evening, everyone. I am Leslie Mota, and I am with the one and only Hotep Jesus. Welcome to the nightly recap powered by Gokhshtein News Network, your trusted source for politics, crypto, and everything in between that makes you question reality and maybe your sanity. Tonight, we've got a short one, and no, I'm not talking about David's height or Hotep's banana. So kick back, relax, and get your hands out of your pants. Hotep, how the heck are you?
Wait a second. Wait, whoa. Hold on a second. All right. There's only one emoji that describes me, and it ain't.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
It ain't the banana. Okay. It ain't, but you're gonna have to pull out that purple one when you talk about the Kang, okay?
Is it the
Hotep, you're a
eggplant?
genius. HotepJesus.com.
Well, you got to pull out the eggplant when you talking about me, goddamn it. You will not disrespect my manhood like that. What the hell is going on? We 2 minutes in and I already got to beat the intern up. I want to fight. How dare you call my shit a banana? My shit ain't no goddamn banana. This the eggplant, nigga. I'm the big king ding-a-ling around this bitch. The hell is wrong with you? I will not be disrespected like that. I refuse, goddamn it. I didn't work this hard to disrespect my manhood.
Before we get started, do you want to see what does anyone want to see what the intern looks like? That's why they're always throwing shots and always you guys have to kind of get an idea of what the intern looks like. So, let me show y'all. These are the two interns.
Where?
Anon intern right here that runs the Gokhshtein media, and then we have intern number 2 that runs the GNN account.
What the fuck is going on at G Media? Y'all are out of control. Y'all are out of control. What the hell is going on? Pineapple. What's the other one? Is that
orange?
Is that an orange?
Yeah, orange. You're glad you're here on Friday. And then we got Sirius now down here. Hotep.
This is absolutely insane. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna need Julie to stop posting the goddamn. She be posting selfies on the timeline, and I be wanting to act out of character and shit. She looking too damn fine and shit. Like Julie, cut the fuck out with the damn selfies, man. You making me hot and bothered and shit.
I encourage Julie to continue posting those selfies. Have you seen the selfies of Julie in bikini yet?
I have not. I don't want to see them because I've seen her with clothes on and I get all hot and bothered.
Well, I will let her know to continue to post them and probably post one in her bathing suit like she always typically does. Hotep.
That is a fine white woman right there. You know, I usually I don't go for the white women. I like to stick to the sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when my eyes lose control sometimes, I seen what's her name, Julie. I seen Julie post a picture. I said, Lord Jesus, I gotta close my eyes. I can't look at the snow like this. I cannot look at the snow bunnies like this. And she got me distracted. Julie,
well, a fun fact that you did not know about Julie, maybe, and this is a reason why you might be attracted to her, is because she actually has some Mexican in her.
Oh.
So does that make a little more sense now?
She got a little burrito in that. She got a little spicy going on. Oh, okay. A little caliente, mami.
Caliente, muy caliente aquí.
Muy caliente, mami. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That makes sense.
That makes sense now, right?
Yeah, she got some casabas on her. I tell you right now, she got some casabas on him.
Well, on that note, it seems like a lot of you were taking Apex today, Hotep, especially you. I see a lot of the people in the chat here were taking Apex, getting ready for tonight's show and see what you would deliver. Also, a little bit later, I do want to talk about some of your suits because I did not see which one you ended up picking, and I wanted to see, get to know a little bit about your taste and if you ended up picking 50 Shades of Grey, Wakanda Forever, Cream Puff, Pink Panther, like which one you pick. So just
I'm about to call the NAACP on the interns. This feels like racism. What the hell is written in the script? God damn it! Listen, today I went with the North Carolina blue. You know, I went with the baby blue. You know what I mean? The powder blue and shit. This the ladies like this shit. You know, people like to talk smack. But a
Bes-
brother, when you look this good, you can pull off any color. Any color you can pull
Besides
off.
the green, blue is one of my favorite colors. So,
Is it?
yeah, looking good, Hotep. You looking sharp tonight.
Oh, you look spectacular in that green. I gotta
Thank
tell you,
you.
like a salad, and I'm feeling hungry.
Yeah, I'm very healthy for you. So
Mm, mm. Throw
we're
a
gonna
little bit of
spice it up
drizzle on
tonight.
that. Throw a little bit of dressing on that thing.
Ranch dressing.
You throw a little
Okay,
bit of ranch dressing on there, pop you right in my mouth like a snack.
okay. On that note, we'll go ahead and get started on the news because I don't want to turn red today. My goal for tonight is make Hotep a little bit angry and then make him laugh again. So, with that being said, does anyone actually have money right now, or are we all just broke? US consumer sentiment plunges to its lowest level since 1990.
What has plunged? What has plunged?
Consumer sentiment
Since when?
since 1990.
Really?
Yep.
I had no idea about that statistic. I had no idea. Consumer sentiment since
Yeah.
1990. You know, I gotta tell you, you know, that doesn't even sound too far fetched because 1990. I mean, I was playing the jams today, and I got to tell you, okay, there's nothing like the 90s. Okay, hold on a
You were
second.
in your
Hold on a
teens
second.
in the 90s, right? You were acting a fool in the 90s.
Huh?
You were in your teens in the 90s.
Listen. The 90s was a very special era. The
And
90s was a very special era. You never gonna find. I mean, the 90s was a beautiful time period. Oh man, you know, if you didn't live it, you know, like I feel bad for people that didn't witness the 90s. I feel really bad. I graduated from high school in 1998. Oh, the sun shone so beautiful and bright. It was an amazing sight to see. I remember it was the fall in 1998 and Lauryn Hill just dropped the Miss Education.
oh,
Oh,
that.
you will never see brighter times. I promise
Mm-mm.
you will never see brighter times than 1998. 1998, I mean, we had DMX drop the second album. We had Mace drop his album. I mean, so many classics, Busta Rhymes, EPMD. I mean, just so much came out of that was the last sprinkle. And then we went into the 2000s. It was Cash Money and Spinning Rims after that. But you will never, I can understand why consumer spending has been down or consumer sentiment has been down since the 90s. You will never get the 90s back. It's just, you can never replicate that.
Yeah, you can't say Cash Money in front of my nephew because he's like, you say Cash Money and he's like, hose, Cash Money.
He's a well-cultured young man. That's a well-cultured
Yeah,
young
and
man.
my sister's like, who the hell is teaching him bad words? I'm like, it's not me, sister. You know, he might be around when I'm listening to things, saying things, you know, but can't blame kids for being sponges.
Yeah. At least he's sponging up the good stuff.
Abso-freaking-lutely. And the other day, it's like, I didn't even realize he knew a Snoop Dogg song, one of those older ones.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So he's
I
really
can't
getting the
say it on
classic.
live because it's one.
Snoop D-O-double-G.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
The Dizzle. Yeah.
The
For shizzle, my
dizzle, the
nizzle.
shizzle, my nizzle. Yep.
Yeah. That's good culture right there. That's good black culture. We enjoy that for him. We enjoy that.
We
for
have,
him.
you know, like I said earlier, we have a little black in us.
You do have a little black in you. You know, you got a little black in you. You got a little European in you, but you definitely got a black in you, and thank God for that. You know, if you didn't have a black in you, we would be concerned. But a good thing you got a little black in you.
Never hurts. Okay, don't worry, rich folks.
Sometimes it hurts.
I am not going to ask what hurts, so we will go ahead and move on to the next story of the night. Don't worry, rich folks. Looks like Trump's not coming for your money after all. Trump says he loves the idea of a millionaire tax hike, but warns it could be too disruptive, potentially driving wealthy individuals out of the US and facing public resistance.
Mm,
The
mm. No
resistance.
taxes for all. No taxes for all. This is where we need to be at. I need Trump to stick with the removal of income tax. Income tax has been a burden on all of us since 1913. Since 1913, 1912. I want to say since 1912. Let's just go back to the inception, to the day it was born, to the day they conceived this thing, 1912. Let's get rid of income tax. So why do we need it? Why do we don't really need it? I mean, we're just gonna print money out of thin air any goddamn way
Because they
anyway.
need our money. They need our money from what we pay so they can be funding other countries.
It's a facade, okay? It's a facade. That's all it is. It's a facade. The concept of paying taxes is the illusion. It's simply illusion, okay? Um, of a necessity when it's actually not a necessity. And taxes are a distraction. It's a huge distraction because if you can just print money, you don't need the taxes. But unfortunately, when the Federal Reserve decides to inject capital into our beautiful, great government, they buy treasuries, and then those treasuries are actually backed by United States government. We talked about this last week. Is backed by U.S. taxpayers. So if they're just going to inject money into the economy, they should just do it. I mean, Xi Jinping is just doing his thing. He's just injecting money into the economy. Okay, just anytime he want. You know what I'm saying? So like, we should just put down a facade. Give us a few years off. This is reparations for all. No income tax is reparations for all. Okay. If you're in the chat right now, hashtag reparations for all. Okay. Hashtag reparations for all. I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of paying income tax. I ain't got no money anyway. So why they charging me? Okay. I ain't got no money. Every year they come around. They want to charge me. They want to tax me. I got to open up QuickBooks, TurboTax. I got to call the accountant. I got several businesses. You know how hard it is for me to pay taxes? It is absolutely a burden upon me to pay taxes every year, but I got to do it. And at the end of the year, I end up broke. April 15th, I'm broke again. I hate it. Get rid of it, Trump.
Do you want to pay income taxes on crypto?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, Nancy Pelosi and the rest of these fools was talking about, or was it? No, it was Pocahontas. Pocahontas was talking about us paying taxes on capital gains, and we didn't even cash out yet. Can I cash out? I didn't even cash out in the USDT, USDC. I didn't even cash out the stablecoin. They already trying to charge us for money I made, but money I ain't cash out on yet. Absolutely disruptive. Thank God the Federal Reserve has backed off. The Federal Reserve this week has said, hey, listen, man, y'all can do what y'all want in the crypto world. We're going to back off, do our thing, mind our business. Trump's going to make America the crypto capital of the world. So that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to pay taxes on my crypto. That's unfair. That's wholly and completely unfair.
I don't want to pay taxes on anything anymore, period.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of sales tax here and there. I don't mind, contributing my little bit to the state. Okay. State want to take a little bit at the cash register. I don't mind a little bit at the cash register. But my income, that's where, my investments, that's where we're going to have to draw the line.
No, same. Income taxes is where I don't want to pay anything. If I'm working for that, like a true Mexican, then I don't want to pay income taxes anymore.
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
So where you at, little guy? Come on out and play. Don't worry, Trump doesn't bite. President Trump says Ukrainian President Zelensky is at least 3 weeks late in signing a rare earth deal with the U.S., adding that Ukraine still hasn't followed through. Well,
Ukraine need to fall in line. I'm sick of Zelensky and his little ass, the little fucking midget. Okay, he's not even big enough to make these decisions. He over here, little nigga, making big decisions. Get him the fuck out the way. Okay, Crimea. Trump has agreed that Crimea is Russia's property. Okay, and here we got Lil Z. That's what we gonna call him from now on. His name is Lil Z. Okay, Lil Z always want to talk some shit. Lil Z ain't even big enough to talk shit. Okay, I'm sick of Lil Z. You need to shut the fuck up, listen to whatever Trump got to say, and follow along. It's time for peace in this in between Russia and Ukraine. Okay, Lil Z, shut the fuck up. Let's create some peace. Let's come to a deal. All right. Let's start trading these fine minerals that Ukraine got. These fine minerals and oil. Yeah, Europe runs off of Ukrainian oil. Europe runs off of Russian oil. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. But these natural resources that flow into Germany from Russia, that people need this. Okay, Europe needs this, and the longer we have this conflict going, the more the people of Europe hurt. Let's create peace. Okay, let's create peace in the East. Let's
I
create
mean, do
peace
you
in the
think
European
though
East.
that we would be able or we can get to a place where peace is created? Because at this point, so far, the only peace that everybody agrees to is the Antarctica Treaty. That's the only place that it seems like all these countries that come together are able to actually agree and get along about something, but they're freaking acting like wild hoodlums on a playground everywhere else. Why is
Leslie,
that?
Leslie, why you always got to go 10 for a kufi? We got to talk about this. What is going on with you? You've been into conspiracy theories heavily lately. You're ruining my brand right now. Okay, I try to keep it safe, and you like to be risky. Okay, don't nobody need to know about the treaty in Antarctica. Don't nobody even know about that. How do you know about that? How do you
Everybody
know
knows
about
about
the?
it
How do you know about it?
because it's out there, it's public knowledge.
You ain't supposed to talk about it.
The thing is that people don't go and do research. People want other people to do the research for them and tell them, and people don't go and try to find out facts or the truth for themselves. So I'm just spreading a little bit of awareness that's out there. It's public knowledge. It's not like it's hidden.
You ain't supposed to know about that, Leslie.
Tammy knows about it too.
Tammy knows about it.
Yeah.
How does Tammy know about it?
Because
She be in
Tammy
your
knows, I
she
know,
be
I
in your
know, she
your
knows.
Twitter spaces. You be doing them conspiracy spaces every Sunday. I know about you and them conspiracy spaces every Sunday. Y'all be talking about flat Earth theory and the moon and all of that stuff. Yeah,
Hold
that's
up,
what
you
it
know
is.
why I know? Because I've been watching you.
See, you try to throw me under the bus. I don't know nothing about Antarctica. Okay, I don't know a thing about Antarctica. Okay. We talk about Ukraine, Crimea, Russia, and Putin. I don't know nothing about Antarctica. Don't ask me nothing about Antarctica. Don't ask me nothing about flat Earth or the moon. I don't know nothing about no flat moon. Okay, I don't know
No,
nothing about
so
that.
I wasn't asking you anything about what's a conspiracy. I was just asking you about something that's public knowledge and that is out there for everybody to actually read and for themselves, that is also on government websites. Now, I'm not going to talk to you about flat earth theory or other stuff like that because, those are just conspiracies, but the treaty is not. The treaty is out there. It's out there on some of these sites.
Yo no sé.
Tú
Yo
sí
no sé.
sabes un poquito.
Yo no sé. Yo no sé, mommy.
So my only thing is that I wanted to link is like, why can't they get along? But they can only get along in this one because of this one treaty, like this one place, this one continent. Like, what is it that they all agree? And I have another theory, but I'm not going to talk to.
What's
I'm
your
not
other
gonna,
theory?
well, we know that many moons ago, some of the first people that went to Antarctica were the Germans, right?
Maybe.
The Nazis.
Oh shit! Here we go.
And they might have come across some technology, some alien encounter, and etc. And then right after that, Byrd, Admiral Byrd goes and flies. And then a few years after that, NASA is born. Actually, a year after he passed away, he died. Remember? And he was out there, and what he was doing. It was supposed to be a 6-month long thing, and then it was shortened to 2 to 3 months. NASA was born, and then other stuff happened right after. Like, there's just so much stuff, but I mean, we don't have to touch or discuss about that right now. I'm kind of being very
How do
vague.
you know about this? You're not supposed to know about this. Nobody knows about this, Leslie. Are you the feds? How do you know about this? Nobody knows about Operation Paperclip. How do you know about this?
There's a lot of operations that were happening.
Okay, listen. For the people that's watching, I don't know, Leslie. I don't know what she talking about. Okay. All I know is we talk about Russia and Crimea and the war over there in the European East. Okay. I don't know nothing about Antarctica. I don't know nothing about no treaties, no
So
Nazis.
you don't know about the great aliens in Antarctica?
I don't know nothing about no aliens. The aliens is black people. Okay.
Do
That's
you
all
know
I know.
anything about Rupes
Who?
Nigra? Rupes, the black mountain called Black Rock? That
You said
magnetic field in the North Pole?
It's called Rupes what?
Nigra.
What does that mean?
Black Rock.
You see what I'm saying? The aliens is black. The more you look at the research, the aliens is black. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to talk about all this white people stuff, but y'all want to talk about the aliens being Negroes.
The Egyptians, one of the pharaohs, very dark.
One of them?
Well, most of them. I would say that, if not most of them, all of them.
All of them until you get to the Ptolemaic period.
When they started cross-pollinating, and
Yeah, when they started dipping in that white coochie.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? When they wanted to creep with the Greek. Okay. That's when stuff started getting a little wild. Okay.
Did you know that
though.
color eyes is actually a gene mutation?
It's a recessive gene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, colored eyes is a recessive gene, and brown eyes is a dominant gene. Yeah. That's correct. Yeah, this is ancient. This is Hotep 101. Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What color eyes you got? You got recessive or dominant?
I am dominant.
You're dominant? Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can't see?
Let me see. Open your eye. Let me see. They look amazing. They look absolutely amazing. I love your eyes. Mm-hmm. You got them dominant eyes. Yeah.
Yep. On that note, next up, the tennis match between Trump and China is heating up. The Chinese embassy says there are no ongoing tariff talks with the U.S. and urges Washington to stop creating confusion, a direct rebuttal to Trump's latest claims. Trump insists he spoke with President Xi about tariffs, reportedly received a call and claims to have struck 200 trade deals, while China is said to be weighing a suspension of the 125% tariff on some U.S. imports. Trump says he won't lift tariffs unless China offers something in return. China. I'm sick and tired. I am sick and tired of talking about China. I don't want to talk about China anymore.
Why? This is the shit that brings the clicks. I made $15. I made $15 on a China video.
You did?
Yeah, $15, man. I'm fucking rich, man. $15 on a China video. I want to talk about China. China's big money. You know what I'm saying? You know why China's big money?
Why?
Because the red whites hate China. Do you know what a red white is?
No, enlighten me.
Okay, so in America, they have a red party and they have a blue party. Okay, the blue party happens to be called, I think they call them Democrats.
Oh, you're talking about the Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah, there you go. So you got the red whites. I call them red whites, and that's basically white people who are Republicans. And the red whites have been conditioned to hate China. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you can shit on China, the red whites absolutely freaking enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just here to give them what they want. Okay, pause. I'm just here to give them what they want. Fuck China. Okay, first of all. And China's spreading propaganda. When China comes and they say, oh, there hasn't been any talks. Last week it was a whole bunch of TikTok videos talking about Gucci's made in China. That's a goddamn lie. Okay. They spread all them TikTok propaganda videos. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. Okay. Just fake news. Okay. So China's trying this propaganda garbage. Okay. Trying to undermine the great nation of the United States of America, held by Tsar Donald Jerome Trump. Okay. Now this week here they come talking about, oh, we didn't have no talks. But what was the news that hit the internets today? Oh, China capitulates. China has bowed down and has removed 125% tariffs on certain industries, including medical supplies, including airplanes, because China can't put an airplane in the sky to save their damn life. Okay, so now all of a sudden they got all these leases that they can't pay. They're like, you know what? We ain't gonna put no leases on these airplanes. We ain't gonna put no leases on these medical supplies because they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So China has had to capitulate. China's been losing this trade war. And if you talk to anybody that's got it in the damn sense, they tell you that the worst of us is behind us. Okay, the worst of us behind us. We've seen AMD skyrocket today. We've seen Nvidia skyrocket today. We saw Tesla stock go up 7%. We've been seeing massive gains from Bitcoin. I mean, even Ethereum. I mean, for a while now, I thought Ethereum was a stable coin, the way the coin ain't move at all. You know what I'm saying? Ethereum's even up. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful to see what's going on out here.
How long do you think they're going to stay up?
I want to say everything is on the way up from here.
You don't think it's going to probably slightly take a dip or come back down a little?
I mean, of course, we're going to have a few moments of correction. Obviously, we're going to have, I mean, look at the last few days, right? We had 3 days of rally. Today, the market had some correction, but AMD went up. Like we saw our tech stocks go up. Netflix has been doing absolutely remarkable. We saw some of the real estate stocks like Vicky doing remarkable, VICI, you know. So yeah, I mean, we're going to see a correction. That's only natural with the end of the week. But I think when we come out and we look at the stocks on Monday, we're going to see green charts everywhere.
You know, I think that markets, crypto, very comparable to men. You know, they go up, sometimes very high, sometimes they last a little while, and then some of them go down within seconds. Like, you know, if you really want to study it, just study all types of men, and then there's your market.
You got that. That was a good one. that was a good one. I like that. That was a home run right there, Leslie. You knocked that one out the park. I mean, it's true. It's true. You know, we're gonna go up and then we're gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're gonna have to know what it takes to get it up. You gotta know what it takes to get it up.
Really study it. You know, it's all about studying men, study the market. Up next, if Trump really closes a deal with China, the market should stay in the green through the summer and into the fall. But for now, we're stuck in the pause market, as David would say. President Trump says another pause on tariffs is unlikely.
Nah, yeah. We're gonna, you know, like I said, the Hudson Bay Capital Report, November 2024, laid out some plans from the architect himself, Tony Besant, the czar at U.S. Treasury. And, you know, we're going to play around. We're going to play around. We're going to drop some tariffs. We're going to raise some tariffs. We're going to drop some tariffs. We're going to raise some tariffs. This is part of the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much because I know Xi Jinping is watching the Gokhshtein media. You know what I'm saying? If you're anywhere in the world and you're a world leader, you're probably watching G media. You know what I'm saying? To see what the Americans is up to. So I can't say too much. But all I can say is that the negotiations are negotiating. Okay. And we playing with them boys. Okay. We playing with them. We gonna raise them and we gonna drop them. And then just when you think it's safe, we gonna raise them again. And just when you think we gonna raise them, we gonna drop them. You know what I'm saying? So this is the art of the deal. Okay. That's what
we are talking about tariffs, not underwears, correct?
We could be talking about underwear if you want to.
So then don't forget, the only thing that you need to remember right now is take your apex so it can go up and down. And we're talking about markets, not about anything else.
If you want to go up, apex is right here. Okay, 15% off. Coupon code HJX. The letters H, the letter J, the letter X. 15% off if you want your thing to go up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want it to come down, go ahead and get your Apex. Thank you, Leslie, for the plug. Absolutely. You want that thing to go up and never come down. Some of y'all got a little issue. Some of y'all go up and y'all come down way too fast. You know, you ain't got enough blood flow to your homie. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep
It's like
that
your
blood flow up.
typical pump.fun rug, you know? I'm down within seconds.
Leslie on fire tonight. Yeah, like your typical pumped out fun rug. It goes up and it comes right back down. Yeah.
In seconds.
Yeah. You don't want that. You don't
I
want
feel
that.
sorry for that lady that gets stuck with one of those. But
Mhm.
Paul Atkins is our dark knight of crypto, ready to defend the industry and lead toward clearer regulations. Pro Bitcoin SEC Chair Paul Atkins says crypto needs clear regulations, adding that he expects huge benefits from this market innovation.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen. Did you want to say something? I'm sorry. You know, I don't
No,
want to cut the
no, I'm
lady off.
listening to you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, America has done a fantastic job of hoodwinking the world. Okay, they convinced the world that we were going to work on a CBDC, but you know, thanks to Tom Massey, we have a crypto legislation that has banned the CBDC. So we have something called a synthetic CBDC, aka the stablecoin, which has taken the world by storm. In fact, today there's an article published on ledgerinsights.com that said that South Korea actually wants to launch their own stablecoin, and America has stablecoins coming about. Did you know that this summer PayPal is going to establish their own yield on their stablecoin, PYUSD, I believe is the ticker, and basically you can, transfer or translate your USD to PayPal stablecoin for 3.7% yield per day, paid out monthly. Yeah. So the SEC, the Fed has also backed down. And we're going to make United States the crypto capital of the world. And there's a lot of amazing things that are going to happen. There's a lot of amazing things going to happen because of Trump and because America is going to be the crypto capital of the world. And we've hoodwinked the rest of the world because the Western world was working on a central bank digital currency. And we were like, ha, we ain't working on central bank digital currency. What we are working on is actually the stable coin. We got Coinbase. Coinbase is involved with Circle, and they got their stable coin. And I believe they offer 4% APY on their stable coin. And there are a lot of fascinating things. In fact, we saw Citi discussed the I believe it was $3 trillion industry that the stable coin is going to be by 2030. I think they set the projections to. So there's a lot of great things, and you know, in order for America to be the great crypto capital of the world, we need the agencies to get out the way. Okay, we're going to have a lot of FSPs. FSPs, people that know that, are financial service providers, and you know what? Now, while I'm at it, banks might not be here any long. You know, yeah, the banks might go away. Your new bank might be Coinbase. Your new bank might be PayPal. Okay, the banks are going away. You're gonna have financial service providers. In fact, just the other day, we found out that organizations like Coinbase were filing or thinking about filing to actually become a bank. So your financial industry around you is actually about to transform. So you're going to see the SEC, the FTC, and the FED all back down of crypto regulation. And you're going to see a lot of changes when it comes to finance here in the United States.
And if they do file to be a bank, and you know, a lot of exchanges as well, depending on which one you utilize, we all know that the bank really doesn't have the liquid assets. You know, it's like we're banking with a bank that don't even have money. What's not to say that Coinbase and other exchanges like that are not going to be similar, because we've seen time and time again, you know, depending on what the market is doing, they lock up your assets and then you can't even get them for months. So what is the difference from your traditional bank to now a decentralized, hypothetically speaking, bank?
Leslie, why do you keep saying the things we're not supposed to say on this show? You're not supposed to tell people that. Can you keep some of the conspiracies to yourself? People are not supposed to know that. That's not safe. You can't just say that stuff. The black vans are going to show up outside your house. When you,
I've been praying and wishing one of them shows up and just takes me, handcuffs me, and puts me in the van and, tries to take things out of me. I just need to feel something.
Jesus Christ. I'm
Check
gonna
some
pray
your
for you.
stripes.
I'm gonna pray for you. But you're not supposed to tell people that. People are not
Well,
supposed to know that.
it's not that. I mean, it's public knowledge, right?
I mean,
If you put, like, if you really educate yourself and if you really, like, kind of, I don't know, I'm not the smartest person out there, but if think like that and I know that and I'm putting, like, one and one together.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is right over my head. I have no idea what you're talking about there, Miss Leslie. All I know is that we're gonna have a great nation. It's MAGA season. We're going to make America great again. And all this conspiracy talk that you're talking about, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Trump is going to be the last president that we see for a long time, and then
Oh
we're
my
going to rule the world by decentralized money. Pope, the next pope that goes into office, he's going to be the last pope too. So who knows? Maybe we're at end of times because there's one more little circle bubble left in, the Vatican or wherever they put, all the popes and their pictures. There's just one left. Like there's no room to put another one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Infowars.com. I'm your host, the Black Alex Jones. This has turned into the Infowars channel. Where are we at right now? Jesus Christ, Leslie. Slow down. The people ain't ready for all this truth. Golly. Oh, Lord, my God. It's a show about crypto and she just goes off the rail every Friday. This is crazy.
Because the thing is, if you really think about it, Hotep, there's a correlation to everything. There's no mistakes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've seen no correlation. All I see are green candles in my future for crypto. I see green candles in my future for all of my REITs, for all of my stocks, for all of my bonds. I saw a correction on gold recently. That's what I pay attention to. All this stuff about, Nazis and Antarctica. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to talk about that another day.
I don't know anything about that either. I just read it out there. Whatever I read, that's available for people to read when they research. It's not that I've gone down a rabbit hole. But what I do invest a lot in is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, SWI. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about cryptocurrency. We're not talking about anything else.
How is Solana doing?
I don't even look at it.
Let me see.
I don't look at anything. I look at everything else that I'm not supposed to look at except for the things that I invest in.
Looks like Solana's bouncing back. It's up on a 1 month chart. It looks like it's recovering on a 3 month chart. Solana's coming back.
Solana is like one of those slow men that really did not have any libido. How do you say that? Until they took
libido
until they took a lot of Apex.
Yeah. I think we can expect Solana to climb back to all-time highs by this summer. That's my prediction. All-time highs for Solana this summer. That's my prediction.
Yes, sir. Okay, up next, if this gets passed, insider trading in the White House could be a thing of the past for good. President Trump says he would sign a bill that bans members of Congress from trading stocks.
I'm here and there on this. On one side, I'm like, this is the right thing to do. As a United States citizen, as a legal citizen in this country, unlike yourself, who was born here and raised here, I like this. I like this. But on the other side, I'm like, I kind of like the fact that I get to copy Nancy Pelosi's trades. I kind of like the fact that Nancy Pelosi has solidified that she's all in on NVIDIA. I think she bought like 50 to 100 call options for 2026 on NVIDIA. This is a good look. She Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull up Nancy
If you're
Pelosi's
making that
recent.
much money and your net worth is more than your annual salary, then why not dump your job?
I mean, why would you dump the job that gives you the inside track?
True. And just to confirm and reiterate, all of my body parts were born here in the United States.
Your body parts were born here? You mean created here? What are you talking about here?
It's a conspiracy. Everybody could just think about that.
So let me go ahead and give you Nancy Pelosi. We have she purchased 50 call options of Tempest AI. TEM is that ticker. Okay, this is a $20 strike price expiring January 16th. She's bought NVIDIA 50 call options January 16th, 2026. Vistra Corp, that's a VST 50 call option contract, strike price of $50 January 16th, 2026. And Amazon and Google. Google, she's got a purchase 50 call options, strike price of $150, 2026. And Nancy Pelosi also purchased 50 call options of Amazon, strike price of $150, expiring January 16th, 2026. Big
Do
business
you
going
think she
on.
does those by herself or somebody is helping her, guiding her?
I think it's a combination of both. I think it's somebody asking her questions, her
Mhm.
giving some feedback, and them saying, okay, then here's the play. I think she's a little bit old. You ain't never see a chick with big titties with too much sense. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think it's all her.
So do you think it would be wise to invest in something that is going to be a need right now or in the future, like technology, AI, robots, anything that has to do with any of that?
I'm all in on AI. I am
Mhm.
all in on AI. I got to be honest with you. I am all in on AI. There are I've given away a bunch of on my daily show, Griff Report, 2 p.m. Eastern on Kick. I've given away a bunch of AI stocks, and AI is the wave. I am currently working on an AI project. I have so the machine I'm on right now is running Windows, okay? But I have a separate machine that runs Mac, and I'm currently working on an AI project. So I am bullish on AI. Okay,
Even
because
though you wouldn't sleep with a robot or you don't want any robots to come and clean your house or
that's
perform any domestic duties.
this is the contradiction of my life. This is I tell people AI is evil, is demons inside the thing, and then meanwhile I'm over here working with the AI to build projects. So
Yeah.
this is this is
Just like you don't like women with Instagram, but yet you like me.
Yeah, I love you. I think you're absolutely amazing. I mean, if I was ever going to involve myself with a Latina, you would be top of the pack. But you have to dump your Instagram. I mean, any woman with an Instagram is not worthy, and they should be trashed. Instagram. I don't even log into Instagram until after 1 p.m. That's how toxic that app is. Okay, if
Yeah.
it's not after 1 p.m., I can't log into the app. It's that trash. It's demons in that app. It's demons. Like literally, you can
There's demons
infect your life.
everywhere.
No, it's demons in the Instagram app. The Instagram app is like taking a vacation in hell. Okay. It's demons. Like there's nothing good that ever comes from Instagram.
I
Nothing good.
mean, if you're talking about the reptilian that built it, then I understand where this is coming from.
Yes, the reptilian, he did purchase that company from a couple of gentlemen. That is
Yeah.
true. That is true. Yeah. Yeah.
David said, Hotep got the I'ma slap the shit out of you suit on. Love to see it.
Yeah, I'm here to smack bitches. That's facts. That's facts. Okay, I'm gonna smack you with that good information. I'm gonna smack you with that good nostalgia. I'm gonna smack you with them good takes. That's facts. Okay, hoes, get in line. Hoes will be checked tonight.
All of them will be checked. But did you know that David wears a bright pink life jacket when he skinny dips?
A what?
A a bright pink life jacket when he skinny dips.
Why is he wearing a life jacket when he skinny tips? And why do I
Senator,
need to? Why do I need to know about him skinny and dipping? Can you explain to me why I need to know about this? Because I don't need to know about this.
sure. Senator Cynthia Loomis says she will continue to hold the Fed accountable until the digital asset industry gets more than a life jacket.
What?
I have no idea.
What the hell does that mean? Who?
Take a sip because I'm confused, just like you.
What? I don't understand these Democrats. You know, we should just like end the Democratic Party. Like, why do we even need them? Like, what purpose do they serve? Like, I really don't understand why Democrats exist. The earth would be much better. History would be much better without Democrats.
But weren't the Democrats good at one point, and then they just started?
They've never been
shifting?
good. No, never. No, Democrats have never been good. Let's reel that in. We've never had
at one point. Weren't like the Republicans worse than the Democrats?
I don't remember that time period. I don't remember a time period where Republicans were worse than Democrats. I can't remember a single time period in history where, and Republicans have been pretty fucking shitty. Okay?
I mean, weren't in the 90s the Democrats a tiny bit better than the Republicans?
I can't recall.
Well, no, because you were out there doing what you were out there doing.
I was running the streets in the time period, so I can't recall. Okay. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but you know, Democrats are the party of slavery. Okay, they are the party of the KKK, and when those are your roots, this is the party of Margaret Sanger and the extermination of black people, eugenics of black people. So when these are your roots, okay, I don't want to see your fruit. If your roots are eugenics of black people, if your roots are racism, if your roots are slavery, I don't want to see your fruit. If your roots are slavery, if your roots are racism, I don't want to see your fruit, because you have got nothing for us. Okay. And that's what, and it's just been a continuation ever since the proliferation and the promulgation of what's it called? Planned Parenthood and the destruction of black life. I mean, if you look at what they've been pushing, the Black Lives Matter agenda. Black Lives Matter agenda was nothing but the elimination of black life, specifically black men. I mean, when you looked at the Black Lives Matter website, the V1 version 1 Black Lives Matter website, it said in the villages section, mothers, parents, children. What do you mean mothers, parents, children? Where's the fucking fathers here? Okay, where's the goddamn fathers here? You said mother, parents, children. Why did you skip over men? This is the destruction of the black family. This is a direct attack on niggas like me. Okay, and I'm not fucking here for it. And you know who supported that shit? The damn Democrats. The only good Democrat. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna hold back. But there's nothing good. No. I can't say it. I can't say
Why?
it. Okay. Because trust me. Just trust me on this one, Leslie. Okay. Just trust me on this one. You don't want me to say it. There's nothing good that comes from the Democratic Party. There's nothing good that comes from the DNC. There's nothing good that comes from the Democrat. They are crap. We should call them Democrat. Okay, Democrat, because that's what they are. Just a bunch of crap. I'm sick of them. Okay, I'm sick of them. I mean, think about it. Would you trust anybody whose logo was a donkey? That means you a jackass. Why would you trust anybody whose logo? Like, who goes out and be like, hey, you know what a good idea is? You know, we're going to have our mascot be a jackass. You know, nobody says that. Nobody says that's a good idea. That's a really bad idea to have your mascot be a jackass. So you've got to be a jackass to vote for Democrats. So I'm not here for it. I can't do it.
On that note, I will let him breathe. I can't even say anything.
It's a sensitive topic for me. As a black man, you know, who has been attacked by the Democratic Party, you know, I've had to pull arrows out of my back. You know, I've been attacked. I've been abused. Okay. I've been alienated. I've been eliminated. I've been blackballed. I have been cornered by the Democratic Party. I want nothing to do with the Democratic Party. I wish everyone who is a Democrat, I wish them to find God. I want them to find God, because They are evil. Okay, they are evil. They have been in bed with the devil. Okay, they are in bed with the devil. That's what they are. This is the devil worshippers. This is Satan worship. These people have been bit by vampires, werewolves. This is nothing but evil. Okay, so I just want God to find. If you're a Democrat, I want God to find you. I want God to find you. Okay, that's all I want. I'm sorry, Miss Leslie.
Why are you apologizing if it felt good? Remember I told you the other day if it feels good, you let it out your system.
Yeah, I feel
You
better. I do feel better. I do feel better. Thank you very much. I do feel better. I do feel better. I feel better. I'm sorry. Thank you. Yes, Heather. Classic HJ rant. I gotta tell the people the truth. Sometimes people don't get the truth. I gotta tell the truth. I gotta tell the truth.
I mean, you have the platform, why not, right?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people sometimes are blinded by what they don't know, mainstream media, everything else, and sometimes they have to be educated. You either want to learn, educate yourself, study it, research it, or you don't.
Right. Now AOC now, we're gonna have to save AOC. We're gonna have to save we can't just throw everything away. Okay, now we can't throw everything away. AOC, we're gonna have to find some purpose for AOC and her fine ass. Okay, we're gonna have to bring AOC back to life or something. I don't know what we're gonna do with AOC. We're gonna
I
find a spot
know.
for AOC. That's my boo. I love AOC.
I know you were crushed. That
She's a
was it.
beautiful. She's a beautiful soul. She's so beautiful. I love AOC.
You've been in love with her since day one, Hotep, since
I
the day
have.
I met you.
She's got a soft soul. You know,
Yeah.
some women are very rigid and coarse. COARSE. Some women are just coarse.
Like
AOC
the
is not one of
salt?
them. Huh?
Like the salt?
Yeah, like the
Or
salt. Yeah, she's not a coarse woman. She's a soft woman. She's just misled. She got that wacky lunatic Bernie Sanders by her side.
the intern says that he can fix her. Tammy says that nah, AOC can go back to bartending.
I wouldn't mind her. I wouldn't mind her bartending. I wouldn't mind that at all, actually.
iPhones will now say made in India at the bottom or maybe made in the Republic of JEET instead. Apple plans to shift all US bound iPhone assembly to India next year. How about that? So we're still not bringing it back to America. So you're going from China to India? And
Yes.
we're all crying to bring it back to America. Hey, have you seen the assembly line, the AI robot assembly line in China? I think it's called like dark something. I can't remember what it is because it's all like in a dark warehouse and it's robots building robots.
I haven't seen it, but I can imagine. I haven't seen it, but I can imagine. But here's the thing. Okay. India has been the greatest ally of Western civilization for a really long time. At least 200 years. That's just an estimation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. It might be more like 150 years. All right. All the Gujaratis and whatnot. Did you hear about the war happening right now in India? India is at war right now. India said, Pakistan, I know you're thirsty, but fuck your water. They didn't cut the water off. It was a terrorist attack, 34 people dead in India. It's something going. Did you hear about that, Miss Leslie?
I heard about it, but I did not go and do research like I should
India
have.
lives matter, Miss Leslie. Pakistani lives matter. I don't know what's going on, but the Sand people are having issues, okay? The Sand people,
All
the
lives
Curry
matter.
people are having
Wouldn't
issues.
we want to say that all lives matter?
All lives fucking matter, okay? All lives matter, Black people more than other people, but all lives matter. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But it's been going on, and they're having a little tussle, a little tizzle over there in Pakistan. But Apple said, you know what? Fuck it. We don't need China. India could make the goddamn phones. So they getting the phones from India. India's like, nigga, we could make an iPhone. It's not that goddamn hard to make an iPhone. We just need to put the parts together. You snap this on here, snap that on there, put the battery there, plug that in there. It's gone. It's back to America. And India is one of our greatest allies of the Western Empire. The Western Empire has loved India. We have liberated India. We have brought India. I mean, we educated Gandhi. Okay, so there's a lot of great things that are happening with India, and India is going to be a manufacturing powerhouse. And unfortunately, India is going to have to shut down our call centers because AI is going to take that over soon. Because you got a company by the name of SoundHound AI, and it's one of the AIs that I recommend my viewers listen to. All my viewers, SoundHound AI is a stock you might want to take a look at. Not financial advice. Do your own research. But they're replacing drive-through and call center. So India, you're gonna have to get rid of the call center. But maybe you can make an iPhone. Maybe you can make an iPhone. So that's what's happening right now. A lot of manufacturing is moving out of China and moving to India. And Apple's like, look, we can have the Indians. I mean, it ain't that hard to build an iPhone. They're gonna have the Indians build an iPhone. So that's exactly what's happening. But you can't build an iPhone in the middle of a war. So I don't know what's going on with Pakistan, and they cutting the water off and the dam, and I don't know what's going on. But India's in the middle of a war with Pakistan. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on.
This is what I'm telling you. Like, everybody is at war with everybody.
Yeah.
But they are able to get along over
We,
one thing.
we are in the middle of an interesting time period.
Do
Okay.
you think that eventually we might be going into World War III?
We're already in World War III, Miss Leslie. Wait, nobody's just not calling it that yet. Okay. World War One wasn't called World War One when it happened. World War Two wasn't called World War Two when it happened. It was after the fact that people called it World War One and World War Two.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
World War Three, we're in the middle of it, baby girl. I mean, we got clashes in the Crimea between Russia and what's the name? We got the hijabs versus the yarmulkes down there in Canaan. Okay. And then we got issues with Pakistan and India. Okay. We got Taiwan and China. It's a lot of moving parts going on. Okay. So we are in the middle of World War III. Nobody's just not saying it yet.
You have a point there. You really have a point there. On a lighter note, I want to talk about something, and I want to know which one you selected from your suits. And yesterday, when I was watching your show, I saw that you were picking some suits. Can I show them what you were picking, and then we can go one by one, or not really? Or you just want me
Sure,
to name them
go
off?
ahead. It's your world, baby girl. It's your world.
Everybody, tap into my world that consists of Hotep's world as well.
Here we go. Natty just sent something in. Let's see what we got here. What's this? So once a month, my audience gets to pick my next blazer purchase, and this is the one that got picked actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wear this on stream. Can you imagine me in this, Leslie?
Wakanda forever.
I'm pretty sure that was racist, Leslie.
It can. I have some African in me. It's like, how can I be racist?
I've got black friends. That's basically what you just said.
I mean, you can. I can show you my DNA.
Can you?
Yeah, and it's like really deep roots. Even from tribes that you probably can't get to. Don't laugh.
Why does it come with pants?
You have to wear the pants too?
Why does this shit come with pants?
I might wear the pants.
Oh my God. Y'all niggas
might wear the
retarded. What's this?
That's
Oh, this is kind of sleek.
You like that one, Leslie?
I kind of liked it. I named all of them. It's
Did
like
you?
the first one was Wakanda Forever. This was Carlson, like from uh, Uncle Phil. You remember?
Uncle Phil, you mean Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
There you go. Yeah. So I named it the Carlson.
It's Carlton.
The Carlton.
Oh my God.
This
You gonna
sleep. They
get
got
us
my
canceled.
size. They got my size. This shit fire. Lauren said nope.
Shannon Sharp
There
right
you go,
there.
Lauren knows.
Nope. That's the Shannon Sharp. We're gonna talk about him. We gotta talk about old Shannon. We
That
gotta
makes
talk
even
about
more
old
sense,
Shannon.
that suit.
What's this one?
Oh.
What the fuck? This nigga, is this the Nazi fit, nigga?
That is like the
It's some shit
detective
Ye
from
would
Pink
wear.
Panther.
What the hell is this shit? Y'all
I'm not wearing
bugging.
that.
The
That's
Pink John?
The Pink Panther one.
Pink John is fire.
The Pink Panther.
You gotta play cam
pull
on
that
when you
off.
put this shit on. See, this is when the sizes start saying medium and large. That's when you know it's gonna be crazy. What size am I? Okay, I'm a medium in this. I think. Yeah, I would be a medium in this, and they got my size.
Is that just on the top? What's
The
the
Pink
bottom?
John.
The bottom, I'm a large.
AJ, you
I'm an
offering
extra
blue
large
and
on
red
the
pills. You know what I'm saying? What is this?
I need a little extra space in the bottoms.
Oh, hell no.
That one was a disco ball.
Yes, nigga lost his noodle.
Disco ball.
The disco ball. That one was 50 Shades
Okay.
of Grey.
The
I like that
clean,
one.
the slate gray.
The 50
like the
Shades of
slate
Grey. You
gray.
like that one?
They go Tari. I know there's gonna be some fucking.
Yeah, you didn't get the slate gray. The slate, that one was nice. That one I called it the 50 Shades of Grey. And it's typically how it's been for the past few Fridays here with you and I. And I was like, man, that wouldn't be perfect. 50 Shades of Grey. Welcome to the nightly recap hour by Gokhshtein Media with 50 Shades of Grey. Hotep Jesus.
I'm gonna keep that one in mind.
Anime shit.
Yeah, that one was nice.
See, I knew it was gonna be some blazing dragons.
I'm not
Fucking
wearing
Tari.
That one is a China
Can't let these
1980s
niggas watch
China.
anime. That's what the problem is. What the hell is this?
Bananas. What the hell?
Where are y'all finding these, yo?
Now
You
I
are
understand why
canceled.
my
Here
intern
comes
wrote the script
Goldstein.
of
Let's see
bananas.
what Goldstein got for
I'm
us.
not wearing that.
What the I'm not rocking that.
That one's the
Not
out,
rocking
out
that.
of this world.
That's
And
ugly.
Very
What the hell?
What'd you
What's
call
that,
this one?
Velvet?
Hotep Bonds
Hotep
007.
Bond.
This is wild. This is wild. This is.
I could pull that
All
off.
right, we done.
Yeah.
Matt Earth Theory. Let's get Matt Earth Theory. Action forward. This is the last ones. These
They
the
supposed
last
to be more
ones.
like HBO
Oh
after
God,
hours.
no, not
That's
happening.
chocolate dip banana.
We
If you
not
put it
rocking
on.
bananas. That's racist, sir. That's racist.
What the hell
Men's
is that?
sequin jacket with the duckbill platypus tail. That's insane.
That is a sparkle penguin.
This is out of control.
I can't wear that.
That's
I
the
can't.
Billy Porter. That's out of control. We will not. The camel jaw.
AI Hotep.
What are you
AI
sending,
Hotep.
Nikki?
But you know, because of military.
I'm only
term,
clicking on this because you're a Blecky.
I can pull
Let's see
that
what the
off.
Bleckies got. About to put you in timeout.
That was the
Oh,
cream
the
puff.
cream. Another cream, John.
You like the cream puff?
Frequently returned
The
due
cream
to
puff is
large
nice,
size
yeah.
or fit. Okay.
I can pull that off.
Casual linen blazer, the slim fit 2-button jacket. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at this.
I can pull that
All
off.
right, where we at, y'all? We gonna let's start voting. We got the cream John from the Blecky. Nope.
Okay, so which one did you end up with?
Wakanda.
The Wakanda Forever?
Yeah.
That one was a good looking one.
You like that one?
No, not the Wakanda Forever. I meant the 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to call it 50 Shades of Grey. It's going to be called 50 Shades of Hotep if you do
Oh,
wear
okay.
it.
That works. That works.
So if you do buy it, you wear it, you come on. Hello, everyone. I'm here with Hotep, 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah,
50 Shades of Hotep.
that's when you know shit about to get real freaky.
Freaky, yes, late
Mhm.
at night, but we've reached top of the hour. There's no more news. I am surprised that he didn't give me a ton crap of news, like not crap. Let me rephrase that. A shitload of news like he did last time. And my I can't even speak no more. My freaking intern has been trying to sabotage me. Everybody's trying to sabotage me. David was trying to oh, did you see David? He got a haircut yesterday when he was going to go on his live with Charles
What he
Hoskinson.
do? What kind of haircut he got?
He
Let me
got a
see.
haircut, and let me oh, you haven't seen his haircut? I can show you his
Did he get a
haircut.
black haircut? Or did he get a white boy haircut?
Let's see. You
Pull this up on the screen. I gotta see this. I gotta
let
make
me
sure
pull
I
it let me
approve
pull it
of.
up and you can decide what type of haircut he has.
Let's see what the fuck is going on. Is that it right there?
Yup.
I did see this. I did see this. You know, this is giving Jewish mafia hair. This is giving Jewish mafia hair. I fucking approve. This is amazing.
I told him he went from being the mountain man to trying to put a baby in somebody.
He got the 5 o'clock shadow with the Jewish mafia hair. I fucks with this. Know what I'm saying? This is the Sabbath slaughter hair.
Did you know that he also speaks Russian?
Of course, all Jews speak Russian.
Really?
Yeah, that's where Jews come from.
All Jews come from Russia?
Jews come from Russia.
How come I don't come from Russia?
Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
You're not Jewish.
I have a little bit in me too. My
You
DNA.
got everything in you.
You know, if I showed you my DNA results, I'm literally like a bag full of Skittles. You know, it's just taste the rainbow. I mean, I'm not trying to say my grandparents, my grandmother, or anything like that, they were hoes, but probably there's a possibility down the line somewhere.
I really don't want to get into my Latino rant. I really don't want to get into it. But you guys are the mutts of the world. Okay. You guys are the
We
mutts of the world.
are. We are.
You know, when the white man met the black man, they made you. Okay. So there's gonna be a lot of things, and then you're gonna have a little bit of Ashkenazi. Okay.
Yep.
You're gonna have a little Nazi. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a little nigga. You know, it's gonna be Nazi, Ashkenazi, and nigga in your
I even
blood.
have a little Chinese.
You might even have a little bit of Chinese in you. You might
You know
even
what
have
they
a
say,
little bit-
black and Chinese.
nigga knees. We call that nigga knees.
Pop it for me, please. It's on your knees. Wait, is that a song?
You younger than me, I don't know. Only you would know. Only you would know.
No, you're supposed to know, especially if you have teenage kids. Hotep.
Yeah, you know, but I'm cooler than my kids. That's the funny part. You know, my kids, they be on to some shit, but I'm cooler than my kids. I be having to put them on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm the coolest nigga on the fucking planet. I don't know if you know it. Okay. I'm the coolest nigga on the planet. So my kids, I be having to catch them up to date and let them know what's cool. You know what I'm saying? And put
Yeah.
them on. Yeah.
You know, oh, you woke up David. He was probably running on his treadmill because he hasn't been in the chat, and now he's active in the chat.
Oh, he been here.
And probably fell off his treadmill when you called him a Russian Jew mob.
No,
Now
that's where Jews come from. They're of Russian origin.
never going to get that out of my head. Now, every time I see him on his lives, I'm going to be like, okay. And then, you know, when he grows out his hair and his beard and then he starts looking like the mountain man,
Yeah.
you know, it's almost like when some of these Americans are going undercover overseas and they have to grow hair, you know, their beard and stuff like that so they blend in.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to see David when he grows his hair and his beard. He's trying to blend in with somebody or he's going on a mission.
Yeah, I mean, David definitely looks like he could be in Grand Theft Auto 6, Jewish mafia style. Yeah. I'm proud of him. That haircut is fire. You know what I'm saying? He looking like he's ready to catch a body. You know what I'm saying? Bury a body in the back of a bank. You know what I mean? That's the, you know, that's what I expect from one of our greatest allies. You know?
That explains his personality and his anger issues.
Right. We gotta have anger issues. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have a little bit of aggression. Motherfuckers be gay as hell coming into spaces talking bullshit about my Trump. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while you gotta black out on these fools. Let them know what's up. You know what I'm saying? We need a little bit of anger. That's the problem with America. We ain't got enough damn anger in America. We need more anger in America. You know what I'm
Trump
saying?
should be punched in the throat. That's what I think.
You said what?
Oh, I just like to make you mad.
Why would you want to hurt my president? You're a terrorist.
No, I don't want to hurt the president. I like the president.
You said you want to punch Trump in the throat.
Oh, just for fun.
Why would Leslie? You see, this is why we got to deport you after every episode. This is exactly why we got to deport you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no good ID. Okay, you wasn't born in this country. Your parents wasn't born in this country.
I was born in this country.
You was not born in this country. Stop.
I was absolutely born in this country. How do you think I have a U.S. passport? I have two different. I have a card passport, and then I have the little book passport.
Your first language is Spanish. Your second language is Spanish. You didn't learn English till last week.
When you taught me.
You just learned English last week. Every time you come on here, you reading the news update, you're struggling. Okay?
No, you know what? I've actually been doing a lot better. I was looking at some of the episodes when I first started. I couldn't even get a word out. But I attributed that to it wasn't about me not being able to read Hotep. It was about how nervous I was. It's like, I like dark chocolate. So it was very difficult, and then I had to get very comfortable with you. The more that time goes by, it's like the comfort is coming in. So there's times if I still can't read or I get tongue twisted, it's probably because it's getting a little steamy in here, or there's something in our drinks. Who knows?
This is the problem with the Latinos. Y'all freaky. The Latinas is freaky. Okay. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? I need to know something. How come Latinas don't ever want to wear clothes? Can you answer me that? How come every time I say a Latina, they don't ever want to wear clothes? It's Sunday in the middle of winter. They got on a mini skirt.
If they have the body to show it off, why not? It's like hot, and sometimes you just want to feel cool. I can't really answer that because I always have clothes on.
That's a damn lie. I seen you at the crypto concert. You was buck naked.
I was not butt naked. There's no way.
You had the coochie out, your boobies was out, and your booty was out. I seen you. It was an awesome.
That is such no. You might have confused me with someone that looked like me, but there's no way, shape, or form that I had anything out. Maybe the top of my cleavage, but I was wearing a blazer because I wear a blazer everywhere.
So you had the boobies out.
Out. Not really.
You had the casabas out.
Not really.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You had them triple D's out. You had them triple D's out.
No, my boobs are not that big.
The double D's?
No, we're not going to say what size they are, but
I know what size they is. I seen your bra strap. Okay, we ain't going to talk about why. You walk around with them double D's. Okay. All right. I know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Ask Leslie about what the waitress said about me. What the waitress say about him?
Oh my God. I'm not going to repeat that.
What the waitress say about him?
Oh my God. No, I'm not going to say that.
What she say?
I was at my sister's restaurant because I had gone to Mexico, because I always go to Mexico and come back. And, sometimes I go and sit at the restaurant, do work, whatnot. And I was playing the live show. And I don't want to repeat this.
And what happened? Come on. Spit it out. Say it.
Well, and I was watching the live show. And then my sister's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm watching David. He got a haircut. I said, because he wanted to look good for Charles Hoskinson. And then my sister's like, oh, that's her boss, and was showing it to the other waitress. And the other waitress is like, oh, qué bonito, tu boss. Ese es tu jefe. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that's the boss.
Huh?
Oh, that's the boss.
And then, so
Say
they
that
said
again.
that
Who
he's
said
very
that to you?
handsome. And then my sister was like, Leslie, tell David to smile. He looks very handsome when he smiles. And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell him that.
Mhm,
Ew. And
mhm,
then my mom is like, "Don't be mean, be nice," because they think that I'm mean to David, which I don't think I'm mean to David. But
mhm,
apparently, my mom and my sister say that sometimes they hear me talk loud because I don't yell. I say I don't yell. I just talk loud.
mhm.
And they're like, "Yeah, don't be mean. Tell him that he looks very handsome with his smile." I'm like, "I don't know why you want me to tell Hotep this,
I
David."
mean, me and Dave. I mean, it's unfair to the rest of the crypto guys. I mean, the rest of the crypto guys are so ugly they got to be anonymous. Let's be honest. Like half of them got on fucking NFT duck memes and frog memes and all sorts of bullshit because they don't look good as us. Okay, me and Dave are the baddest looking motherfuckers in crypto ever. This is why we finna take over. Okay, because we fucking look good, and that's why the rest of these dudes is anon because they don't look good as us. Okay, when we do G Media. All right. When we do G Media, you know what the G stands for? The G stands for gangster. And we looking real fucking good as gangsters. Okay. All right. That's
Girls,
what the G stands.
girls, girls.
You know, we look good. We make this thing look good. You know what I'm saying? This is G's up, hoes down. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes G stand for gordita.
Gordita bonita,
Oh,
calladita
gordita,
chiquitita.
bonita. Say it again. Do it again.
Gordita bonita, calladita se ve más bonita.
Oh man, my pants getting tight. Oh shit, baby.
Maybe you
Dude,
need to buy a bigger size next time.
maybe I do. I don't think I done hit the bottom of my desk.
I will come and iron them for you too.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, I have no
Mm.
problem.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm a woman that's going to take care of business,
Mm.
work, do whatever she needs to do,
Mm.
and then I can come home and cook you a nice warm meal. And you want your pants ironed, whatever. Okay, then we can go
Mm.
ahead and do that. But the
What?
expectation is I will also do what I want to do, and I will also work.
Oh,
Hotep.
see now you got fucked up. Now you fucked up. You can't do what you want to do. You gonna iron my pants. You gonna shut the fuck up. That's what you gonna do. Ain't no.
I will not.
No, you can't be doing both. You can't be
I will
doing
do
both.
whatever the hell I want to do,
No,
Hotep.
no. I just want to watch you iron the pants. That's how it
Okay.
goes down.
So it's going to be a give and take. It's not just going to be what you want. Like, you want me to iron your pants? I'm going to work and I'm going to do whatever I want to do too.
You gonna give, and I'm gonna take that ass.
As long as you allow me. No, as long as you don't allow me, I will do it.
Do what?
Work, have Instagram and all of the above.
Women with Instagram are terrible. Women with Instagram are trash. They're garbage. They're worthless. A woman with an Instagram she's not dateable. Okay, the fellas take notes.
The same thing can be said about men. Men are trash too. Men out there
I
be
agree.
acting like hoes,
I agree.
liking, chatting, having partners, having all this, and then they're out there
I
liking, sending messages to other women on Insta.
I gotta tell you, I seen some profiles on Instagram, and I click on them, and I see the homies. I'm like, you follow this bitch? Why you this is an AI woman, like why are you following an AI
Yeah.
account? It's very strange out here, so I agree. Men, we have lost our absolute noggin on Instagram. Instagram's the devil. I want to start a boycott on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So men, women with an Instagram account, you really got to think about your life. Your life has to be reassessed. It's toxic. And if you got Facebook, it's even worse. I mean, Facebook. I mean, who needs Facebook? Facebook is only good for Facebook Marketplace. If you're not buying and selling stuff, then what do you need Facebook for? Meta, just throw it in the trash.
You know what? And the thing is, I can give up Instagram because just to be truthful, I'm really not on it. I mean, if you go and look at my Instagram, the last time I posted was probably weeks ago, but I will keep
Was it a booty pic?
No, it was a professional picture. Like, if you look at my Instagram, everything is professional or pictures with my sister.
Oh yeah, you got a sister?
She's married.
How much she weigh?
She's a lot thinner than I am
Unfortunately.
and bigger boobs.
Oh wow.
Oh
Man.
wait, why am I saying that? She's gonna kill me. Shit.
Oh wow. Shout out to your sister. we love large casabas.
No, she's and I would say she's a little bit more aggressive than I am.
Oh, she's aggressive too.
Yeah,
Oh man, so she's
she
gonna
has a little
yank.
mouth on her.
Oh, she got a little mouth too.
Hmm.
I know what to do with that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're not going to talk about the sister. Not my sister. She's married. Not about married women. She's a
Oh, my
faithful
bad, my bad,
girl.
my bad, my bad. My bad. I didn't know she
I'm
was
like,
married. I didn't know
she,
she was married.
she married. She's happily married.
Okay, all right.
She has a good man.
Okay,
Very good
good. Shout
man.
out to her husband. Shout out to her husband. I don't want no problems with her husband. I don't want no
Now
problem. I don't want to break up a
that's a
happy
good
marriage.
man that takes care of his woman.
Okay, good. Why she got an Instagram account though?
She doesn't.
Okay, good. Okay, right. So
No.
you just put her on your Instagram account.
Yeah, I just I'll post her on my Instagram. She doesn't have an Instagram.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Just
I'll let it slide.
this is my sister, my rock, and then I post her.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let it slide. All right.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Okay. All right. As long as she don't got an Instagram, she married. That's good. That's good news. You know, women with Instagrams don't deserve to be married.
Well, and that's why I'm not.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Now we understand why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be either.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, excuse me. Oh, shit. Well, excuse me. It seems like you don't want a man. Okay. All right. Tell us
I
how
didn't
you
say I
really
didn't
feel.
want a man. Don't put words in my mouth. You know? I do. Never
I can
mind.
put
But
something else in your mouth.
don't put words in my mouth. I never said I didn't want a man. I just said not right now. I don't want to be married right now. I'm having. You know what? Oh my God! It's getting hot in here. Where's the AC?
Tammy, you ain't hear that. You ain't hear that, Tammy.
Tammy, what's happening? I'm supposed to be a professional, proper person, and it's like every single time I come on with Hotep, it's like I don't know what the hell starts happening.
Leslie,
David, I'm
tell
not going to
Hotep
tell
about the
Hotep about
bodyguard.
No.
Who's the
We're not
bodyguard?
even. No, we're not going to go down that road.
What happened with the bodyguard?
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing happened.
What you do to
No,
the bodyguard, Leslie?
I didn't do anything. We just stopped talking. Period.
You was dating a bodyguard?
No,
So what happened?
nothing.
Yeah, something happened. David wouldn't bring that up if nothing happened. You was dating a bodyguard? Whose
I
bodyguard?
know
was you
I
dating?
was not dating a bodyguard. David and Tammy, those are like my besties. I tell them everything. It's like David is
So
like
whose
my
bodyguard
bro
would
and
you?
my
So whose
girl.
bodyguard would you playing with?
I wasn't playing with anybody. I didn't even touch them. It's like
So what
only
happened?
nothing. He just took care of me in Miami. That's it.
What do you mean took care of you, money? What does took care of you mean?
Like, took care that nobody approached. We had a few
Oh, you
girls.
had a bodyguard.
Yeah, Hanak. We were with Hanak. There was like
Okay.
4 of us, 4 or 5 girls, and he got bodyguards, and they were just like going to all these events and places with us, and they were just protecting
Oh,
us. And we would go to clubs. They would protect us. They would take care of our drinks, make sure that nobody put anything or try to roofie our drinks. If we would go to the restroom, we would leave our drinks there. They would make us throw our drinks away and then get new ones, to take care of the drinks. Like if I needed my purse to be held, he would hold my purse. They would help us in and out of the car. They would drive us everywhere. I mean, we were taken care of by the bodyguards. That's it. He just thinks it's like the Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner type of thing, but it wasn't.
did you have an extra special relationship with this bodyguard? Did he give
No,
you any favoritism?
no. They were
I feel like
all
you're lying.
equally nice to us.
I
I
feel like
mean,
you're lying.
no,
You're
yeah,
lying.
we exchanged numbers with one because they were gonna
Oh, now
bodyguard
we're
us
getting
like
the
to
truth.
Dubai and other places, but it was a business interaction.
Wait, what'd you say you was getting shitted on in Dubai? What'd you say?
No,
What'd you say? I heard something about Dubai and getting shitted on. What'd you say?
the bodyguard did not carry me over a puddle. He carried one of the other girls.
Oh, he carried. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she capping. She capping.
Oh
She
my
capping.
God, everybody's staring the pot. How did the bodyguard look? Hotep, she lying now. Here, David, how am I lying though about the bodyguard? What am I saying? I'm not like
Mhm.
I didn't have anything
Mhm.
to do with the bodyguard. We just texted a few times work wise and stuff like that. And
Oh, you texted him back.
why wouldn't I be respectful?
Oh, wow. What'd you guys text about?
Was this like the Shannon Sharp relationship?
What? No.
Hmm? Was this some BDSM type text messages? What
What the
type of
hell is
text messages we talking about
BDSM?
here?
What the hell is
BDSM? You know what BDSM? Don't play stupid.
I
What kind of
really
text messages were you guys exchanging? I mean, what exactly would you have to talk about after Miami? You know, well, what exactly would you text about? I mean, it's not. It certainly couldn't be business.
It was because, well, they were attending to us. They overheard where we were talking we were gonna go to Dubai and,
I know what
the
goes down in Dubai.
well, and the bodyguard said, he took care of families over there, et cetera, and he's like, "I'll come to Dubai and take care of you girls." Things happen, blah, 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 and at that point, I really didn't know, like, okay, what can happen in Dubai until I start hearing about
Getting
the
shitted on.
yeah, shedding, and then it's like how some men invite some girls to a yacht, etc. Just like things like that. So he was just very professional, and he would just give me like the DL on certain countries, etc. And then it's like, when are you guys going? And
Leslie, have you ever been shitted on?
no,
Okay.
ew.
All right. I just want to make sure. If there's anybody near me that got shitted on, I need to know.
Why?
I need to know. Somebody be like, hey, Leslie? Yeah, I know Leslie. Yeah, she, got shitted on. God damn, I
Is
didn't know
that like
that.
one of your fantasies?
No, I do. I know. Please, no. I absolutely not. I would not want to. I mean, do you want me to shit on you? I mean, I
Oh,
can shit
hell
on
to
you
the
if you
no,
want me to.
no, no, no. Oh,
Oh, okay. All right.
I would throw up,
Oh,
literally.
all right. I mean, if you
And then,
wanted
of
me to,
course,
I'll shit on you. I could.
no, hell to
Okay.
the
All
no.
right.
I
All
would
right.
throw
All
up
right.
on you and all over you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not into that. But if you wanted me to, I
No,
could
I'm
totally.
not into the pooping and the peeing. That is
Yeah, I'm
so
not. Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not into that. But I mean, if you wanted though, I could definitely, I could pull a R.
I
Kelly. I
would
could
never
piss on
want
you.
it. No, you couldn't
Okay.
even pay me. Like, even if you said, I will give you $1 million to shit on you, I would be like, hell to the no. Hell no. No. David, cállate la boca. Why are you laughing?
Because I didn't know if you wanted me to pee on you or not. I just.
No. Why would I?
Oh, all right. I didn't. If you needed me to, I'm
What
there for
kind
you.
of kinky ass females or Latinas have you been with?
I've never experienced that before. But if you needed me to, if you say, hey,
I
Hotep,
kind
you
of
need to
feel like
piss
you're
on me.
trying to experience it or something.
No,
Like, if
no,
you
no,
want
no,
me to, if
no,
you need me to,
no,
but
no,
no, I don't want to do
no,
it. But
no,
if you need me to, no,
no,
hell
no,
no.
no.
That's something that I would know. Hell to the no.
No, I'm
That's
just trying to be a
disgusting.
teammate here. I'm just trying to be a
What am I,
teammate.
a toilet?
No, I'm just trying to be a teammate. Like if you like your Hotep, I need you to piss on me. I just pull my dick out and piss on you. It's not a problem.
I
I
mean,
just
if
want to
you
make
need to
sure that.
find the toilet or the bathroom, I can hold your hand and take you there.
No. I can find the bathroom, but if you needed me to, urinate, I could
No, I
definitely.
can walk you to the toilet and tell you, hey, even if you want me to hold it here, help you urinate and stuff
Oh, you
like that.
gonna hold it?
But I'm not gonna allow you to urinate on me or anything like that.
You gonna hold it?
No.
You said you was gonna hold it. I heard you say you was gonna hold it. now you reneging. You pulling back on your promises. You said you was gonna hold it. Which one is it? You want to be pissed on? Or you gonna hold it? Which one are we doing here? Like I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear. When we go to Dubai,
Just to be clear, there is not going to be any peeing or pooping. Okay?
All right. I'm just here to be a team player. I don't know the rules. I just want to be a team player.
Yeah, team players don't pee or poop on each other.
Okay, good. All right, good. Because I'm not into that.
I'm not into that either.
Okay, good. And we found
the craziest, we can cosplay, we can do all that stuff, but when it comes to like fecal matter and things like that, things coming out of your body, no.
Yeah, if I piss on you, that's the end of the night. I'm going home. After I piss on you, I'm going home. There's nothing else happening after that. I'm just
No, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, all right, good. That's good. But you said cosplay? What would you dress up as, Leslie? What exactly costume would you put on? What would you?
I mean, I would. At this point, I've been called many things, so I'll dress up as a waitress.
Maybe. I mean, you're Mexican, so we probably should do
attendant.
something.
maybe a maid. That's something that's
I
race
just said that.
appropriate.
Yeah. I will even go outside and pick your garden.
Oh wow, a gardener.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an interesting
Water the
concept.
plants,
Mm.
spray them with a hose.
Let's stick with the Hilton. Let's stick with the Hilton maid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Dust
like
off
that.
what needs to be dusted.
Yeah, yeah. I got a few things that need to be dusted.
Yeah. Clean that shit with Clorox too and some Pine Sol and Fabuloso.
Wait, hold on. Wait, that's too many chemicals. I don't want no burn problems. Okay, I
You'll
don't
be
want
nice
any
and clean. So whatever, if you have anything that's lurking out there that's not, healthy or clean, it'll be clean by the end of the night.
What's the name of the show again?
Nightly recap.
Okay.
But I mean, I did post it was going to be unfiltered. So
It felt like the freaky recap.
the what?
The freaky recap. The Friday freak session. That's what it feels. I feel like the Friday freaky recap. That's what it feels like every Friday.
I think this show too, it allows you to come and release whatever you're not able to release. So you're like, you know what, I'm going to come on this show and just drink a little bit of water, whatever you have in your cup and your drink, and then it's like, oh, it's my moment to just kind of like release whatever hasn't been released all day or all week.
Release, huh?
Yeah, releasing tension however you do it.
Lord Jesus, have mercy. Ain't nothing but sin on this show. Okay, ain't nothing but sin on this show. You trying to tempt a good man like me. You trying to tempt a good hotep like me. I know those adjectives like release. I know what those words mean. Mm-hmm.
No, because we're having a combo. We're talking with words. Sometimes it's like if you're talking to somebody and they listen to understand, and you're having a dialect back and forth and you're being mentally stimulated. Sometimes that's a release. I'm not talking about body release. I'm talking about like mental stimulation and things like that. Hotep.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Mental stimulation. Oh,
Yeah.
It's yes. We're talking about mental stimulation. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Not any other type of release. We're talking about mental stimulation, not physical release or physical.
No, we're talking about mental stimulation, mental release.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how to mentally release. I've never experienced that before, but I'm going to trust your lead on this.
I think you've been doing it this show a lot.
How many times?
I mean, every time you laugh or every time you get angry and then it like goes away right away.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're breaking barriers, every single time that we come on every Friday, and then you're mentally stimulated and it's released. You're like, your wall and your shells coming down a little bit.
Yeah,
Little by
that is
little.
true. That is true. I feel a little bit of my walls and shells coming down a little bit every episode. That is true. And I feel a little bit of release, and I feel a little bit of anxiety leaving my body every Friday night. This is
Yeah,
true.
I think you're becoming a little bit more receptive too. It's like when you first came on, you were very strong about how feminist I was and how I was the enemy. And then the more that it goes by and the more that, I say certain things to you, or I look at you a certain way, whatnot. I touch those brain cells and you release them. I think you're just becoming a little bit more and more receptive to the type of person and woman that I am, working and having social media and all that stuff.
Touch those brain cells?
Yeah, verbally with,
Hotep.
voice waves.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow. Touch those brain cells. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is how we're gonna get on the Friday night. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
This
with
is how you want
voice
to play.
verbal waves,
Oh, okay. All right. This is how we want to play. All right. I'm going to take note. I'll remember this for next Friday. Touch brain cell. Okay. Okay. I got you. Miss Leslie. This is crazy, chat. Do you see this, chat? This is absolutely insane.
Yes, Hotep, are you feeling the heat?
I am hot and bothered.
It is way past. I mean, I am feeling
You're feeling good.
overstimulated.
I can see it in your eyes.
I gotta take my blazer off.
Sometimes they say, when you've been mentally F, that's sometimes what they mean when you've been super mentally stimulated.
Mentally, what?
I mean, come on. You know a lot of information. There's no way, shape, or form you don't know about this stuff that I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I like to talk about crypto, and the only effing I know about is finance. Okay, that's the only F I know about is about finance. Okay, and that's the only mentally effing I do. Okay?
Yeah, mental finance. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here, Miss Leslie.
We're always on the same page, unless you want to flip it to the next.
Chat, I'm in over my head here. Help me, chat. See, I was drunk last week. I ain't as drunk as I was last week. I need to take another shot. This is just getting hot in here.
Wait, I can see it in your eyes. What do you mean you're not?
Huh?
This is like deja vu.
Does it feel like deja vu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You ever had a 2-for-1?
Depends on what you're talking about.
I might want to bring you in the bedroom with me and my girl. A little 2-for-1.
Yeah. No.
What do you think about that? I'm gonna ask her. I'm like, hey, I think Leslie's interested in joining us. I think it'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna introduce
I am
you.
not interested in joining you and another female in the bed. Hotep,
Why
no.
not? It'll be great.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it would be great, but yes, no, especially if it's the first time that I'm going to be getting intimate with a man. There's no way, shape, or form I'm going to share.
Why not?
Because I don't want to share that night.
You're missing out on good fun.
I can have fun all by myself with another person. I don't need 2 more to have fun. It doesn't need to be 3.
You ever seen the show Three's Company?
No, I know. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Three's Company, baby. You better get into it.
Negative ghostwriter.
Lady she don't share? That's some bullshit. All women share. Okay? All women share. It goes down in the DMs.
I mean, men think that women share and they don't even ask permission. They just go and do whatever they want to do. And they're like, oh, my woman likes to share. But I'm like, no, it's not true. They don't.
They all like to share. You don't know it till you get right there.
No, I know it. I don't like it.
I got a lot of love to give. You'll enjoy it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, especially taking Apex, but
I put the F in finance. Heavy on the fine, okay? Heavy on the fine, okay? I put the F in finance, heavy on the fine, okay? You do a real one.
I already told you, Hotep, I don't share. And if we're going to be in a situationship, then I have to have control.
That's not going to happen.
Eventually it will. And that's okay. And I'm a woman.
Women don't have control, okay? You're a feminist, and that's never going to work. Okay. You're a feminist.
Who said anything about making it work?
You're a feminist.
That's okay.
That's the issue here. That you feel like being a feminist is okay.
I am not a feminist. I don't even know where you thought that I am a feminist. I love men. Men are awesome. Their bodies, the way it feels, their muscles, everything. So how can you be a feminist and talk about men like that? No, just because I don't control. Like it. No, not really. It's just certain things. Like there are certain things that I will control.
But that's what you said. You just said you want to control.
The thing is, when you have control, you have to understand for what purpose you want control, right? Like if I tell you, yeah, I'm going to take control of your social media, etc., it's not to be a jealous person. It's to build your social media, to build your account. Like I told you last time, is to help you be great and bring you more visibility and expand. And we're not going to allow things to come and corrupt you from meeting and fulfilling your full potential, right?
I'm looking for that. I
Yeah, so
definitely
that's
don't want to
where
run my.
when you're saying you want control, okay, for what is the end goal of that control and what is the purpose of that control? When you understand it, then you really don't see it as control. You see it as me, Leslie, managing all of you.
Well, that's not control.
Exactly. So then why do you paint it out as being controlled?
Because you said control. That's the word you used.
Then you can see it as however you want to see it then.
No,
Then you know what? We
it's-
won't use control. We'll use manage.
there you go. That is me allowing you or relinquishing controls over minimal parts of my life and allowing you to manage them.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And I would love somebody to manage my social media. That would be a godsend for me to have somebody that could actually manage my social media. That would be phenomenal because I honestly I cannot do it all. I cannot do it all. You know, I'm working over here. I've got a whole nother computer set up and I'm working with artificial intelligence and I'm arguing with that motherfucker. The last thing I want to need is to argue with you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. See, now
Yeah.
we're on the same level. And this
Yeah.
is why I also need to work because I'm going to be managing you in order for you to be great.
Oh, okay. All right.
You
I'm
see
here
how
for
it makes
that.
sense now?
Yeah, just don't use the word control because I'm in control.
Okay, then I won't use it. Now you see how I am not a feminist?
As long as you don't use the word control.
All right.
Yeah, just don't
Is
use the
there
word
any
control
proper
and we'll
place
be
that I can use the word control?
maybe handcuffs.
Okay.
Maybe handcuffs, but that's about it. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? If you gonna dress up in the maid outfit like you work for the Hilton, you know, that'll work. But outside of that, no, you can't use the word control.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Then
And
moving
and
forward, the word would be manage.
manage. All right, that's acceptable. That's acceptable.
I'm learning you, Hotep. I'm learning you how to get around certain words so I don't sound feminist.
There you go. Yeah, we don't want feminists. Feminists are toxic for the environment. You know, all types of CO2 emissions and ethane, gasoline. It's not a good look. Feminism's is anti-green. We don't want it.
Sometimes you have to have just a tiny bit of toxicity in your life.
Just a
Tiny bit.
tinge, but not feminist toxicity.
Nope.
No, no, we don't want that. We don't want
Nope.
that for you. It makes you undateable.
That's okay because if I'm working and managing you, I'm not going to be able to date, right?
That's true. That's
Okay.
true. That's true. We ain't got time for nothing else. The only
Yep.
thing we got time for is fucking Hotep Jesus. Nigga, I'm the
I
fucking
mean, I'm
king.
already managing another pain in my ass. Like, you know,
Like who? Like who? Like who?
I'm just kidding. I don't want to
Like
get
who?
fired. I don't
No,
want to
like
get
who? No,
I
no,
don't want to
say
get
it. To fucking say the shit. You didn't say it now. Don't hold back now. Say it now. Say it.
I'm just kidding.
Say
I'm
it.
not.
No, say it. Don't fucking hold back now. You the fuck you what's wrong with you? Say it now. You don't need to hold back now. Fuck David. Okay? Fuck him. Okay? It's my company now. I run G Media. Fuck David. Okay? Fuck him. Fuck Gokhshtein Media. Fuck him.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
everything he built. This is my company now. Okay?
Oh
You
my
work for
god.
me
It's
now.
getting hot
Fuck
in
him.
here.
Fuck David. I'll kick his ass. I'll fight that nigga and beat him up over his new haircut. I don't go.
What happened? I'm managing the interns. Oh my god.
Fuck the interns too. I owe them a fade too.
The crazy ass interns. Oh my god. It got really hot really quick.
I'm just
Hotep,
saying.
thank you for coming and spending Friday night with me again.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, we are working on the website and we should have the list of all the shows by Monday. And that way, everybody could just go to Gokhshtein Media or Gokhshtein.com,
Oh wow.
Gokhshtein News Network. All the shows are going to be on there. Everybody's going to have their own profile, linking them to all of their social media stuff. Like Hotep, you're going to have your own profile on there too. It's going to be linking back to the Griff report, to your social medias and all that stuff.
Oh
And
shit, really?
yeah, that way all of y'all look nice and pretty on there.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's great news. Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. We've been working very hard to get all that done and completed. So hopefully it's completed by this weekend.
Okay.
If not, no later than this upcoming week. And again, tune in tomorrow to Jolie Kennis. She is on at 4 Eastern Standard Time. Boss Face is on
Did
at
Julie got a
1:30.
man?
Huh?
Did Julie got a man?
Julie, I think she does have a man.
Is she married?
I was like, wait, it's because Hotep, I protect my women on the team.
Okay, I'm just asking, for the other fellas, not for me. It's not for me. I'm just asking
Like,
for
if
other
you ain't
guys.
my man, I ain't jealous. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yeah. I'm not interested. I'm just asking for the other
No, you
guys
can
that's
be
watching.
interested.
No, I'm just asking for the
Give
other
me a
guys
call.
that's watching. I'm just a little homework for the homies.
Yeah, no,
Homework for the
she'll be a cool
homies.
girl. She'll be in Vegas with me next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. That's what's up.
let's
That's
see if
what's
you
up.
come down.
I won't be there. I'm sorry. I apologize. I won't be able
No,
to
you
make
said
it.
you were.
I said I was.
Yeah,
What month is this?
May,
May.
the end of May.
I said I was coming.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Oh, all right. I guess I will be there.
We'll discuss it when you're in a better mental state of mind because I know tonight has been a long night.
Yeah. All right. We'll discuss it later.
We'll discuss it later, but
Yeah.
tune in back on Monday where all our shows come back to their natural programming time. David, 9:30 a.m., 1 p.m., Hotep, 2 Eastern Standard Time. I'm not even giving the names of the shows. And then we have Money Maxie's at 2. And then Julie is at 4. David and I will be back on Monday on our best behavior at 9 Eastern Standard Time. And then back to regular schedule. Oh, and David said that he really likes when he comes on the show. Yesterday, he said that he likes to come solo. He loves to come by himself on the show. So good for you, David. Good for you. I do the show solo on Wednesdays, and I do enjoy doing the show solo on Wednesdays. And then, we're back on Friday with Hotep G Says, the one and only chocolate bar for those ladies that want a hot piece of chocolate that melts.
This is so racist, but I'll take it.
You know you like it.
Call the NAACP.
You know you won't. Hotep, thank you for coming on with me tonight. Really appreciate your time. Love this time we spent together and we were building that relationship. I will see you back next week, Hotep.
I'll see you next week, Leslie.